Oh, it's already. This one's already going, I think.
No, it's got go and the red button go.
It's saying stop now.
Saying stop.
Yeah,
no,
it's
probably saying stop because it's going.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Yeah. It's going right now.
Yeah,
it's going.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yeah. When we start. Okay. Somebody push that the incense up for me. Shalom.
Shalom.
We are the I.S.U.P.K. coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohanna. And today's topic today is World War III. Donald Trump is moving into World War III. Donald Trump is reckless and he doesn't care at all. He doesn't have any, he seems to be even fearless at this time. He's talking, plumb crazy to all the world leaders. He's disrespecting world leaders. He even disrespected the Pope, whom they honor so much. He was standing next to the Pope, praying with the Pope, but at the same time had his hands down beside the Pope's hands and was like he was trying to hold the Pope's hands with his pinky finger. And the Pope had to snatch away from him. You see the amount of disrespect? Go ahead. You got something to say?
No,
now you see the amount of disrespect here. These other countries, they're not gonna be talking peace for much longer at all. They're gonna bring war. World War III is definitely coming, and this is gonna be worse than the world wars before. Let me start with 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and we'll start at about the 15th verse. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. Now we know what this sword is that's being talked about here. Anybody know? Anybody know what sword this is talking about?
What?
Now I mean the sword that's in the hand.
Yeah.
Back in ancient time they used the sword.
We use the sword.
But nowadays they use
we use
the gun.
Bombs.
Right.
Now
Gun.
we use bombs. We use guns. And now it's nuclear war. That's a possibility.
Right. But the gun would be the choice thing to run around with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Arabs in desperation, be running around with bombs in hand, trying to blow each other up, trying to blow themselves up and trying to blow, take 10 American soldiers with them. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be seditions among men, and invading one another. What are they going to do? They're not going to respect borders anymore. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to respect. They're just going to be invading, just going in. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. They're not going to be listening to what their leaders have got to say. The leaders say, no, don't invade such and such. They're going to no, we're going to do it anyway. You see what I'm saying? And Donald Trump, went against Congress and made a move. You see what I'm saying? Which are his kings and princes. These are the people that's over him. You know what I'm saying? Because the country is ran by the Congress. Donald Trump is just a rich dude that they put in the presidency. You know what I'm saying? He's a puppet, but he's kind of more of a rogue puppet than what Barack Obama was. You see what I'm saying? He's more of he's one of the sons of America. You see what I'm saying? He's a bastard son of America, while Barack Obama was trying to do anything to please America because he know with him being darker than them, he's not supposed to be in that seat. You see what I'm saying? So he's trying to do anything that he can do to please them, while Donald Trump is taking the policies of Barack Obama, mixed with his own policies, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, he's now making moves now. He's now making moves against Congress. And a whole lot of his elites, the people, you know, the elites, you know, got a problem with him. You know what I'm saying? They love the fact, you know, they got him in there because he hates black people. That's why they put him in there. You know what I'm saying? That's the sole reason why they put Donald Trump in office. That's the reason why they voted for him. You know, and they talk about he was sexist and all of that. Well, you know what? They put all of that to the side. Because when it all boils down to it, white people play for their own race. You see what I'm saying? White people are about their own race. That's it. You know, that's why the white women, the lesbian women that was against Donald Trump, when they talk about, you know, when he was talking about grab them by the pussy. Now, you know, I've seen little clips where they like Donald having shirts saying, Donald, you can come grab my pussy. You know what I'm saying? And he's supposed to be these hardcore, these lesbians and hardcore feminists and all that. So what does that tell you? White people play for their own race. You see what I'm saying? White people are about them, the stability and the rulership of them. We should never join white people in any movement. Ever. You see what I'm saying? All right. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You see what I'm saying? Now, the man that's not, you know, about war, that just wants to go and into somebody else, into a city where his family is at. Now, remember, they just had, what, earlier this year, they just had, Trump made it to where certain Arabs couldn't go home. Remember that? Now, that was, right, that was the start. You know, that was the start of this.
And they couldn't come back.
Right, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, Cubans couldn't go back to Cuba. You know what I'm saying? He had all of this going on at that time, but that was just the start. Go ahead.
I don't know if you heard, but he recently tried to call for the return of Tupac's grandmother from Cuba as well.
Yeah, yes, he sure did. Yes. Now notice, when white people tell you to forgive, they can't even forgive her. And it's not even as the stone that she even did that. That she even actually killed the police.
Right.
She's accused of it.
Just something she allegedly did, but she
allegedly.
Right.
Keyword.
Right. So think about it. Now, what do they want her back? What do they want to do to her when they get her back here? If they get her back here,
Prosecute.
They want to kill her. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if they gonna bring her back, they gonna bring her back for
Cuba's not giving her up though. They've already said they're not giving her up.
Right. That you know, that's gonna start. You know, of course, you know, I mean, obviously, yeah, Raul Castro. They thought they was gonna be able to, you know, they thought they was gonna be able to bargain with him and make a deal with him. He's just like his big brother. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. You know, he got some strength to him. You know what I'm saying?
Fidel was there. Stop a lot.
Go ahead.
Fidel was there many years, and he raised him to be that way.
Right.
So he could see his actions and his deeds.
Right. Obviously, he did a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? But he still seemed to have the firmness. You know what I'm saying? That his brother had. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now they devils too. You know.
Yeah.
But you know. At the same time, though, you gotta respect, you gotta have some measure of respect for certain things that they do. You know what I'm saying?
Diplomatically.
Right. I mean, their stand against America, you know, they've been standing. Hell, they ran the mob up out of Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Ran the mob straight out of Cuba. You know, that was a ballsy move right there. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't buy Castro. Castro took that money that he had got from the United States government.
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Right. Well, it was the whole, it was all the United States that was, you know, involved in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, think about it. Look at how many mafia dudes was probably sending him money too. You know, like Kennedy was probably just the face of, you know, the money that was sent to him or whatever. But you know, you had mobsters and all of that you know, trying to, you know, pay him off and everything too, so that they can sit there and turn keep Havana as like Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So imagine how much money they gave Castro, took in that money, no problem, and used that money against him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how you play ball right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did a hell of a job, and he was educated here in America. You see what I'm saying? He was also educated, you know, in the States. You know, but what did he do? He did with his education what the hell we should be doing with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, learned what he did was he actually learned, you know, the ways, you know, the philosophy, you know what I'm saying, the mindset and all of that, so that he would know how to effectively be able to combat them. You know what I'm saying? That's how we should be taking the education. You see what I'm saying? We should be taking the education the same way when we do go and get educated. How he perceived the education is the same way that we should perceive it. You see what I'm saying? You know, we should see it as what it is. The Arabs, when they come and they get educated, they do the same thing. Their hearts still be with their people. You see what I'm saying? But our hearts will be with America. You know what I'm saying? And even boasting ourselves over other black people, you know, and leading with our education, especially black women. Black women love to do that. You know what I'm saying? Black women love to talk about, you know, how they're educated. You know what I'm saying? They lead with their education. Whenever you in a verbal argument with a black woman or disagreement, she gonna sit there and try to exalt her education like that really gave her some sense. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's the same trick that was pulled in the Garden of Eden. She thought that she would get this great knowledge from the serpent. You know what I'm saying? And the knowledge of the serpent was to destroy her and her family and to take the rulership away from her man and give it to the serpent so that the serpent could rule, you know what I'm saying, and his people could rule the earth. That's why the white man's on top of us today. You see what I'm saying?
Willie Lynch.
Right. You know, that Willie, you know, a lot of people say, well, the Willie Lynch letter wasn't real. You know what? I don't give a damn whether Willie Lynch was real or what. The damn program was played out to the T. You know what I'm saying? So the way I see it, you know what I'm saying, that program was played out to the letter. You know what I'm saying? And it's still in effect today.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. You go from Willie Lynch to Jim Crow to now the prison industrial complex.
Right.
The name changes, but the system and the machinations still remain the same. It's just all about whether you can open your eyes and choose to see that.
Right. That's real.
Capitalism is Christianity.
Yeah, yes it is. You know, yeah, it's the economic branch of Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Just like democracy is the, you know what I'm saying?
Branch.
Yeah, that's the political branch of Christianity. You know? Yeah, you're so right. Exactly. Yeah, it's another point that, as far as with the Willie Lynch letter, like I was saying though, that thing was played out to the T. Now you think about it for a second. Now, every time, you know, somebody has a product or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Now, doesn't somebody else come along that probably didn't even invent the product himself, but improves the product, right? You know, that's the same damn thing that whoever wrote the Willie Lynch letter did. You know what I'm saying? They find out where everybody else was making mistakes, and they dotted all the I's and crossed the T's. You see what I'm saying? And came up with a foolproof plan, you know what I'm saying, and a program for them to operate on. So I don't give a damn if Willie Lynch was real or not. The program was played down to the damn letter. You know what I'm saying?
It was real.
Y'all about to shoot me out shot, rock the thumb.
Y'all about to shoot the thumb. Y'all about to shoot the thumb. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, the program was played out to the T. But back to the topic though. World War III. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Here it is. Men being in the house and not even wanting to come out, being terrified. You know what I'm saying? Set back, you know, in fear, drinking a little cup of strong or something. You know what I'm saying? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. You see this? Now think about it. You know, don't they have us in this situation right now? To where black people don't have any pity because of oppression that comes from the outside? How we don't have no pity upon our neighbor? Well, this same damn thing is going to be happening all over the world, because every device that they've used against us, they're going to have to sit there and fall victim to the same devices. Yeah, everything go to us first, but then it go right back to them. Notice how police was killing us like crazy, and still are, but notice, now you're seeing an increase in them killing white people too. You see what I'm saying? And that increase, now that should be even more motivation to separate from white people, so that now the sword of the police can be turned against their own, while we sit back and watch it and you know, and drink strong, eat chicken and watermelon, and say corn beef shalom. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what we're supposed to be doing in that time.
That's
you
right.
Want to take over, sir?
Keep going to finish your point. I'm going to pull up a video.
All right.
Of some stuff that's some bullshit that just recently happened.
Well, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. And you look at now, you can see the pride of each city. You know what I'm saying? You go into any city, every city has its own pride. Every city trusts in its state power inside that city.
They call it sector.
Yeah, pretty much. On a large scale, yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, on a larger scale, that's exactly what it is.
I'm from here, you know, I'm from Chicago, I'm from
right.
Hold on.
And what are they really trusting in? They're really trusting in the wealth of the white man, the state power inside that city, you know what I'm saying? All the forces that they got, they trusting in that. They trusting in their sports team, their entertainment, you know what I'm saying?
Capitalism.
Right.
That's right.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, because once that fear comes, everybody's going to get selfish. Once the confidence of the city fails, then it's going to be every man for himself.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Just like it was during Hurricane Katrina, when our people was down there found out that the government was going to drag their feet when it came to help, you know what I'm saying? And some of them got the idea that they wasn't going to be helped at all. So what happened? Next thing you know, it's every man for himself. You know what I'm saying? And you can just imagine how many brothers was killing each other. You had the white man, the white cops was open the season. They could kill anybody they wanted to at that time. You see what I'm saying? And we were killing each other. But shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Oh, hold up. Akim, over here we got the Bibles. Y'all want to get and read along too. We about to get into Isaiah 13. Yo, everybody, y'all want to come over here? We don't need to get a Bible. We need the Bible. So you can read along where he's reading from.
Share with the brothers right now.
Just Isaiah 13.
Oh, you got one? You need one question? We're about to go to Isaiah 13 after this scripture. Go ahead and finish that one up.
Oh, Lord, I can't read this.
I can't even see.
It wasn't too small.
That's what he need. He need it. Or this one right here. Which words is bigger? Which words is bigger?
No, I got this.
No. You switch out tape for that one. Absolutely. Go ahead.
Isaiah 15.
We're about to go to Isaiah 13 after this scripture.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword. There it is. What is this? Anybody tell what this talking about? Right. It said they should destroy their houses with the sword. What is that? That's a home invasion, right? You see what I'm saying? That's what that is. Destroying their house with the sword, killing everybody in the house.
Right.
And spoil their goods because of lack of bread. See this?
Right.
This is gonna be the byproduct of World War III. And for great tribulation. You ready, sir?
Is that it on what you got?
Couple times.
All right. So we're going to go to Isaiah 13. Chapter 13, verse 14. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14. First, we're going to watch this video about something that goes along with the scripture. What's going on? White man's hatred is never going to stop. He's never going to turn around and say, oh, you know, black people ain't, the black people, we're going to stop killing them. Let's get this to this.
This red truck in their search for the gunman who killed a recent high school. And Ron is here now with this breaking story. Hey, Ron.
Here's Cecilia. Well, police say they've been with more than 1,000 tips, and now this morning that new development case, the vehicle that police believe he allegedly shot Bianca Roberson found, which could mean a step closer to the suspect himself. Overnight, police locating and truck they say belongs to this man, suspected of killing a teenage girl in an act of road rage.
Turn yourself in now. Every second you were in, you were only making this worse for yourself.
This new development just hours before released this video of the vehicle. Their search now intensifying for the suspect they say fatally shot 18-year-old Bianca Roberson just days before her college orientation.
We was all proud of her because we knew she was going to be something and do something in her life.
According to police, this picture from a high...
And I'm going to tell you something. White man is still the devil that the Bible speaks of. On the roof, that white Chucky doll went into that black church. That's why I make sure that door is locked. Because security is very important. Yeah, security is very important. There was a black church down in South Carolina. This happened about a year ago.
Yeah, when the white guy came in.
Yep. Go ahead.
And when the white guy came in and killed all the 9 black people in the church.
Killed all them old ladies and church members.
Yeah.
All right. The white man, and guess when they apprehended him, they made sure he had a bulletproof vest and they took him to Burger King before they put him in jail. And white man, they raised over $1 million in his defense fund of white people just donating money to him. You think the white man changed? White man is still that old hick slave hating niggas, you know, country ass, you know, wearing overalls, hating niggas, hanging niggas, got pictures of and body parts of niggas from their grand. They the same old white devils, man. Ain't nothing changed about that. Nothing changed about these white devils. Alright? Right. So that white devil went in that church and killed those 9. If a white man come here and try to kill us, he gonna because we're not gonna sit back and pray, oh Lord, please don't do it, Mr. White Man, please. No, we're gonna fall on him. We ain't about to let no white man come in here and kill us and kill ours. That's not the place. Right. This ain't the place for that. If you want that, you go to the and in there, they'll tell you, you make sure you pray. And if them, they will, if it's a white guy, they will pray and pray while he kills them. Because that's what happened at that Charleston church. Right. They prayed to Jesus that this white man would change his heart and turn around and murder them. And he did not hear their cries at all and put all 9 of them to death. Same as this white man right here. Suppose he pull up next to this black girl, her car, shoot her out of his car in the head. For what? Because hatred is never going to stop for us. That's in the Bible. Right. Book of Obadiah. We might get that scripture too. Matter of fact, give me that scripture real quick. Obadiah 1:8. This white man's hatred for us is never going to stop. That's why it's important for us to come together because then we're not going to have nobody else to lean on but each other. That's why it's important for us to keep the laws amongst each other. To do each other right. Like you got to do right by another black man, especially another black man that's in this school and in this building. And the other black men too. You're gonna learn these laws right by them because this is all we're gonna have in these last couple of days. They're coming, man. Where it's gonna be like the police authorities ain't gonna be responding. It's gonna be like in Katrina. They all think it's gonna come and save us. It's all going on the roof. The helicopter for a helicopter to come pick them up. What did the helicopter do during Hurricane? Right. Help! 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 They got signs. Help! Help! Just roll right past. They sitting there for 7 days. A lot of them starved to death, dehydrated to death, drowned. Because they sitting there waiting on the roof for the white man's helicopter, and he keep passing them down for the last 2 days. They just decide, well, let's try to swim it out. Or let's try to get a boat. Or let's try to, get on this raft and then try to, swim our way to safety. That's how That's how a lot of us died, waiting on the white man's help. So them type of days is coming right. It's coming right full circle. Whereas we're not going to be able to trust and wait for the white man's help. And, the white man's assistance is going to come. When things is happening, there's riots and white men driving around in pickup trucks killing people. Just like that white man driving around in a pickup truck killing her. You think he'd rather kill more than just that one sister. That's just the one that caught in the heat of the moment killed her. But he planned on killing white people. Black people, I mean. He's been hating black people. You see what I'm saying? This was just his moment to, who knows, she could probably cut him off or something. Right. It was his moment to, man, nigga, right. and shoot her in the head. You see what I'm saying? So let's hear the rest of the story. Give me Obadiah about that hatred of their brother. This is even in the Bible, the white man's hatred for us. Read. Keep going down. It says verse 10. Okay. Go ahead. Oh, it's Obadiah 1 and 10. We're not going to go here because I'm going to start on Isaiah 13. Before here. Go ahead.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Shame.
For what?
Thy violence.
Violence. This right here is a violent attack on our people. And this ain't the first one. For thy violence, go ahead.
Against thy brother Jacob.
For the white man's violence against us. Go ahead.
Shame.
Shame gonna cover the white man. When the Lord is gonna be the final one to deal with the white man and put him down.
Right.
The Lord is the one that's gonna put this white man down. This is the only problem. When the Lord's time to come and put the white man down, and you still in loving to the white man, you're gonna go down with him.
Right.
Because it's like one event where just all type of white people drop dead.
Right.
It's going to be a succession of events that lead into the deaths of millions of white people. Starting with the war. The third woe. World War III. That's going to be one of the major events that's going to attribute to the death of millions of white people. And then during World War III, that's beautiful because the Bible says at the World War III is when Christ is going to return and his angels. And then they're going to fight the white man and destroy the white man, his armies, and all the other nations' armies too. So the white man going to get dealt with. That's why we look forward to World War III, because that's when Christ going to return. The Bible very specific and tell you exactly when he coming. And third woe, World War III. All right? Is there any more on that?
Shame shall cover thee.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
This white man has done to us for the last 400 years, the Lord is going to cut him off. I'm going to tell you right now. You ever look at Africa? You seen Africa, and sometimes they got flies all over them. They all malnourished and starving, and they killing each other, hacking each other with machetes. Like, man, these Africans is wild. There was a time when the Africans was like the way it is today. Like, you see how the white man got all the money, he got all the work, he got all the companies. There was a time on the whole earth where it was an African that had all the money, had all the vehicles, all the chariots. It was during Moses' time in Egypt. Yeah. Africans was the #1 people on the whole earth.
Right. Africans
was the #1. You want to see the richest? A whole bunch.
Right.
Just like today, who's the richest man in the world? A whole man. There was a time when the Africans were the #1 nation in history. Guess what? The Lord dealt with them Africans and then put them down in the dust where they were cut off forever.
Right.
They're never going to rise up again to be the superpowers.
Right.
When the Lord destroys the white man, he will never rise up again and be a superpower.
Right.
He's going to always be like the Africans is today. He's always killing each other, starving, flies, dirt, living with dirt. White people getting lice and fleas and ticks and all that. They be living like that. Go ahead, what you saying?
So the Lord judged, he told the Egyptians, and then he started to judge all the other families of Ham also were very rich and very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Egypt was #1. But then you also had the other African families, you know what I'm saying? They were all in the top most powerful nations on the earth. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got the top 10 most powerful nations today? Well, all of them were Africans back then. All of them were Hamites. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why all of Africa is brought to I'm saying?
That's right. So what happened to the white man when the Lord deals with him? All right. There's another scripture that say after the white man's fall, the white man is the beginning of the black man, basically, like the beginning of our kingdom. We'll get that later, but let's get the rest of this story.
The camera shows Roberson's car and the suspect's red pickup position as they merged in traffic. Tensions escalated. The truck shooting Roberson, her car crashing. The red pickup.
We made choices at each step of that process. In each step of the process, he made the wrong choice.
Roberson's father, Rodney, holding on to the memory of his daughter, wearing her necklace.
I'm never going to take it off. It's my daughter.
Friends and family paid their respects at a vigil for Roberson. Police say they are optimistic they will find the man who killed her.
And no word yet on whether that suspect has been found or even identified. Investigators, though, have scheduled a news conference for later this morning where they're expected to reveal new details about that case and the hunt for the alleged killer. Cecilia and Dan.
Now that they have their vehicle, it can't be long before they
You would hope so, yeah.
run. Thank you.
And this is one thing they're not bringing out because they such blockheads. They such devils, man. If this was a black man that drove his truck and somebody, and they went and towed his truck, his face, the person that owned that truck, and the co-owner, and the family, every single person who was connected to that truck, if they name and their face would be all over the news.
Right.
Look at the white man living it up in his wicked country. But look, they would have, if it was one of you that was suspected of killing somebody out of your vehicle, and they found your vehicle, your face would be all over Indianapolis. Your face, your name, everything, all over on billboards. Look, if you see this guy, call the number, your picture will be in every fucking gas station. But this white man did this crime, they got the truck. So that means they know who's the owner of the truck. They ain't saying the name.
American Most Wanted.
They ain't saying the name. Yeah, we be, go ahead, say Salakia next time. Go ahead.
If we be America's Most Wanted, if it was one of us, we'd be on front page of the news. Came over for any of us.
Your picture would be on the front of everything you looking at all day. So they find you until they put $10,000 reward on turning you. But the white man's such a devil. He don't want nobody going after his own people. He want to find them and then put them in jail and have a long drawn out court process where fuck around and be found innocent.
Right.
Because it's hard to prove it. You know what I'm saying? What's they gonna prove? They gotta find the gun. They gotta have a witness. So now they can barely even prove what he did.
Right.
They don't want you to go find him because you're gonna do what? You're gonna go put him to death. That father, he'll go put him to death. It'd be black people who just love other people who go find him and put him to death. Or go find him and wreck his house or something, do stuff to him, get this. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
For what he's done. But the white man know they want to protect him. They don't want him to go through that. They want him to go through the process system. Go ahead.
For will, sir. And then you see the demeanor of the father. The father, you can tell because of the softness and this man's daughter just got killed, and he's thinking about
not even killed, murdered. So
right, murdered, brutally murdered. He's on the camera. It seems like he's out the way that people are perceiving him, so he don't want to come as aggressive and angry about it. You know what I'm saying? So he come with that humble, timid Christian spirit. Well, her necklace, I'll never take it off. You see what I'm saying? He coming like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even hard to say anything because he's so worried about what they gonna think about what America is gonna think about him. You see what I'm saying?
Let's get Isaiah 13 and 14. We're gonna get what the Bible say about this because this whole topic is running into World War III.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
And it shall be as the chaste robe.
Right there. Chaste robe. Who can tell me what a chaste robe is? Close, but no.
Government,
Go ahead.
Government.
No, just not what it could mean, but what exactly a chaste roe actually physically is. A roe is a deer. Roe is a deer. It's a name for a deer. And a chaste roe is a deer that is being hunted. That's what it means. A chaste roe. It means like you chasing this deer. You ever seen a deer run? They be like, they be gone. A deer will get ghost on anything, on anybody. Right. That's why you got to sneak up on it and catch it and be hiding so you can get it, because you can't just run on it. But a chaste roe is something that's going to be running like crazy. Right. All right. So it's going to be like something being hunted. Right. And I'm going to tell you right now, we are the ones being hunted. We are the chaste roe that this scripture is talking about. It's going to be as a chaste roe. We are the ones being hunted. There's another Bible scripture that precepts on this that say they hunt our steps. Right. Mm-hmm. And that in our streets we cannot go. Then I got to get that too. Right. All right. So we more on 13 and 14. We start from the top.
And it shall be as the chaste roe, sheep that no man taketh up.
A sheep can take it up. A sheep belongs in a herd. If you got a sheep that have multiple sheep because they all got to together. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes a sheep might stray from the herd. It's chewing and eating and stuff. The other sheep is away. Next thing you know, that sheep is by itself. A shepherd is supposed to always keep account of all the sheep, and if one is missing, he got to go get it. Oh, it's way over there, over across the hill. And the rest of the sheep over here. Let me lock the sheep down over here and then go get that one and take it up and put it back with the flock. This is talking about it's going to be where no man taketh it up. It's going to be black people who are going to be in danger, but no person going to come to rescue and save them. Oh, open that back window right there, that window right there. Let's get that. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be a no man taketh up. It's going to be black people who are going to be hunted down by white people. And nobody's going to be able to come save them. Nobody, no police. They can't even call the police. Half the time, they'll be the police hunting them down. For example, Trayvon Martin. George Zimmerman was on the phone with the police when he hunted down Trayvon Martin. There was no man to get Trayvon Martin in order and with his brothers so he'd be safe. Like sheep. Like we as a people, we're not supposed to be all separated apart here and there. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be together as a people, as a unit. If we come up and say we go through a day or something, we cooking and whatnot, and Tut is missing. After about 2 weeks, nobody see him. We see everybody. What's the shalom? And we don't see Tut for 2 weeks. What does that mean we got to do? That means we got to go find him. Right. We got to go find him. See what, is he locked up? Is he, what's going on? Where the fuck is that? That's a sheep that a man taketh up. It's going to be a day where there's sheep that no man taketh up. You and I is not going to, just don't count for you. Because we the shepherds that will go and get our soldiers. No man going to be left behind here. Right. But if you in the Christian church, you've been to Christian churches before. If you is the whole church going to go do a search throughout the whole city to find you? No. You've been to a Christian church before. If you wasn't at the 2-3 weeks and nobody seen you, is the whole church going to find where the fuck you at? They're not going to do it. But that's what we do here. We take up our sheep and we keep our sheep as a flock. We the right shepherds. Because that's what the Lord told us to do. Hold on 1 second. So if Tut came up missing, we going to find and search the whole city to find where the hell is he at. He could be anywhere. But we gonna find you though. We're gonna find you. We're gonna find you because you a sheep that a man taketh up. Right. There's gonna be days when a man is gonna keep doing this hunting that he's doing and killing black people. People gonna be getting killed, end up missing, and it ain't gonna be no search party to go find him. Right. There ain't gonna be no search party to go see where this brother or where this sister is missing to. That's where it's gonna be in. All right, go ahead. Oh, no sweat. Straight up these steps. All right, that's all. Yeah, and you see it on your right. I get it. Make sure, escort him out. Make sure he locks the door and anything like that.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Don't think they'll get too hard to kill you. I ain't worried.
We're gonna get the rest of these videos.
I have a question.
Go ahead. Try to answer this question.
I walked it. I'm the youngest.
Oh,
Throw me under the bus. This country.
No, yeah, you don't put on camera. We don't promote none of these liquors. We don't promote them unless they pay us to promote their stuff in our platforms. You see what I'm saying? So if you listen in one of you liquor places, wine places, if you want your stuff on here, you're gonna have to pay us. Ain't nobody gonna see what the hell we got that you drinking of yours.
That's right.
Because we don't get free promotion around here. We don't trust you white devils to give you no free promotion. Why would we give you anything?
Right.
We should everything you have. We should get it from you, and we shouldn't give you nothing. We shouldn't give you white people nothing. You already own every damn thing. Go ahead.
We done gave so much throughout these years, and we're still giving now. We don't get nothing from them.
Right.
That's why it's called phones. It ain't called the Donald Trump phone.
All right. So let's get more on that scripture, Isaiah 13 and 14.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
Then shall every man turn to his own people. Say that part again, because that's heavy.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
What does that mean, young man in the front? What does that mean? Every man shall turn to his own people.
Well, if you go on with them, they're going to turn to their own people just as they can. But when it comes to us, we should turn to our own health, food, staying together. Like going to the canal yesterday, staying together. You see what I'm saying? Not you venture out there, you go over there. That's it. If I'm missing for 2 weeks, it's going to come find me.
Damn right.
When you was missing, what I do? Come look for it.
Most I ain't Christ. Most I clap that up. That was a good extreme case of brotherhood right there. You know what I'm saying? Don't put the brother on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, one of his brothers came up missing. He went to black. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do it, throw the whole thing off. But extreme case of brothers is not in black people today. It's gonna be. It need to be.
Right. Especially
in here. It's gonna be. Go ahead.
I heard the word. Even though it was on the bathroom. I was saying, y'all, these brothers know. I say it all the time. All we got is each other.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
That's all I.
That's right. Oh, we saluted here.
I know.
You got to make sure we do that here. That's the white man's customs.
Hey.
Let's sweat. Don't sweat. Yeah, we got to get rid of everything white man here. Everything white man here got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Handshake and all that.
All we got is each other.
Damn right. Damn right. Get that scripture again, that heavy part.
Man turn to his own people.
This is the Bible. I thought the Bible said God love everybody and everybody was just all together. Why is it saying this?
Right.
Read it again.
They shall every man people.
Every man gonna turn to his own people. Go ahead.
And flee everyone into his own land.
Everyone gonna flee into his own land. When the war starts, the third woe, that's what them Arabs at the gas station gonna be doing. First plane out of here.
Right.
The Africans, first plane out of here. The Chinese, first plane out of here.
Right.
What's that going to leave us? A whole bunch of empty stores. That's what it's going to leave. A whole bunch of empty stores. Get the hell out of here too. They're going to get the hell out of Dodge. Because they hate serving you anyway. They hate working. They got to work around you and be around you any damn way. Alright? Go ahead, somebody watch the door. Make sure you be on Shamar as you open that door, who it is. Who else? Most High Christ. Yeah. Go ahead and read read verse 15.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. What is that talking about? Picture like a military. You got more armies, and one of them is found, and then he is thrust through. That's only talking about if you got found by the other enemy forces. You go take a leak, and then the enemy forces, for some reason, they walking by that way, and they found you. And then they thrust you through. Because you know you weren't next to where you're supposed to be, or next to the soldiers, or by your fort, or base of operations. You was found.
Right.
Now you thrust through. You know, this is going to be a heavy scripture for them, for certain black people that live in all white neighborhoods. It's going to be tough for them. They're going to have the worst, they're going to have a harder time than we're going to have.
Yes.
They're going to have a harder time because they are a single black family amongst a whole white community. It's going to be tough. That was actually Trayvon Martin.
Right.
Trayvon Martin was living in a white neighborhood. His father was dating a white woman who lived in that white, uppity neighborhood.
Suburbs.
So yeah, suburbs. And that's what happened. He was found and thrust through. That is not going to stop, and that is not going to go away, and things going to go back to normal where, everybody's just living good, trying to make a dollar. White man don't give a fuck about a dollar. He got all the dollars. Right. He got all the dollars now. Now he just cares about getting rid of you. Having you in jail, having you destroyed, having you as non of a threat as possible. Go ahead.
Because in the end, what you saying that right, whether anybody know it or not, if you've ever been to the Marion County Jail, CCA, or the Annex, I'm going to take it back to the Annex, when we used to have a hole in the floor and you used to pull the dope and the cigarettes and the alcohol through the floor outside, guess who was giving it to us? There wasn't nobody outside, it was the guards. Guess what color the guards were? White. So that's the now that they're getting ready to take the city county building and make it all for the mayor, that's why the new jail is going to be either at that center or behind Lucas Oil. Now they got more rooms now. So whenever you walk across the street, and I tell them about you too, in your situation, when you walk across the street, they jail ticket no more. T-shirt. We got somewhere for you to sit. And they got nice little beds now too. Nice well, so you feel comfortable because you're going to be here for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. What bringing out is very, very heavy because for the last 10 to 20 years, they've been doubling prisons. They've been building prison after prison after prison, increasing size and trying to and filling it. The prisons have basically tripled and doubled over the last 40 years. You see, in size, I'm talking about.
And what makes it so sick is...
Hold on, go ahead.
Do you know Michael Jordan bought a prison?
Right.
And look, for coons and sellouts like that, they're gonna get theirs. Trust and believe the Lord God, the Most High, that every one of them coons like that are gonna get theirs. Just like this, when he paid Christ, he got his. Everybody gets theirs. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Everybody gets theirs. What's due to them.
Just like that.
Except us, we're gonna get. The scripture said we're gonna get mercy from the Lord because of what we've been through and that we the children of Israel. So we're gonna get mercy. So we're not gonna get it ours. We're gonna come together and get up out of this destruction. But every nation is gonna get theirs. Every person, everything's gonna get theirs. What, you had something you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I was man. I lost train of thought, but he's talking about something about Michael Jordan a minute ago.
Michael Jordan about a prison. You know what I'm saying?
In prison, yeah. See, United States used to be a capitalist country when they just industrious. Then they started building prisons. That's what it's based on now. See, it's a lot of them. Every state they got so many prisons and so many prisons, and then they work the prisoners in slave labor.
That's right.
Right.
Slave labor.
That's right.
Like when I left Hawaii.
Hold on, let them finish this point.
I went to prison back in 89. And I went there 4 different times. I went to federal, state, and all that. And every time I went there, they try to make me work. You know what? I went to school.
Correct.
Correct.
And look, that's what the white man's goal right now is. The more black men he have in prison, the more free labor he has.
Right.
What it is.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and tell you say you have
Go ahead, what I was going to say is now they got a little program for anybody, black, white, whatever, Mexican, whoever's in there. They give you this sheet of paper now. I just left 9 months ago. That if you meet their requirements, they will let you work at their prison. But do you know why?
Yeah, you know, the white man's devil. Go ahead.
They expect you to be an time.
Right.
Whatever goes on, because you've already been around these people for 9, 10, 11 years.
Right.
So they know they can come to you.
Back to work.
Here's a little bit more on this little paycheck that we give you. You know what I'm saying? What's cell 23 doing? What's bed 23 doing?
Right.
What they doing over here in the yard? And don't let you be going to the farm, because the farm is made only for white people. And they used to have animals there. But we got a candidate that we call Mel Brooks that got the animals took off with the farm because of how they treated him when he was 18. Right. Mel Brooks didn't always used to be like that. He wasn't messed up in the head like that, even though he shot his daddy for what he did. But Mel Brooks has been messed up ever since. Now everybody else has got a different picture because what he says. Right. But if Mel Brooks was coming in here right now, I think you say it's 1-0, he gonna be for everybody. Everybody, you ain't got nothing to eat, give it to you. You ain't got nothing to smoke, give it to you. You walk up to the house, you don't care what type of drink you here. Yeah, bro. He want to keep you in a situation, but in the end, get that man a plate of food. They give you every dollar in his pocket. You see what I'm saying? And he stayed the same. 2.5 years, I had to sit in the room. I watched him do what he did. I watched the G's hang out with him, the VLs hang out with him, but there's one thing I've noticed him do. Before he goes to sleep, he gets in that Bible. That and he reads himself to sleep. That's just him, you know what I'm saying? But that's right now. You see what I'm saying? Don't let that sheep fall too far from the lane. But everybody else think different of them. Instead of white people think different of us.
Yeah. We gonna talk about Mel Brooks a little bit later too. It sounds like a brother coming in here. That's brother, right? You're talking about devil.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna come in here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah,
he ain't gonna come in here unless you got dope ain't gonna take what we come in.
Hey, well, no sweat. He can stay a sheep. He can stay a sheep. You know what I'm saying? Away from the shepherd. So then when he go missing, nobody's gonna go fucking looking for him. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna hurt me. I'm gonna be with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Right. But no sweat. All right. Let's get the rest of this.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Everyone joined unto them shall fall by the sword. What them you think it's talking about?
The Edomites.
The white man. These other nations. Everyone that's joined to them going to fall by the sword. If you a black man with the white man, like Michael Jordan, with some of them old black sheriffs, they're going to fall by the sword. Right. Jesse Jackson, all something, they going down. The brothers are going to get theirs. In this life or the next, they're going to get theirs. You see what I'm saying? Everybody gets theirs. You don't your people like that after you done accumulated power and resources and you don't redistribute it to your people, the Lord is going to deal with you. Right. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to deal with you. Alright? So this is getting into war. Alright, let me get this this news read. What's up you was gonna bring out? What's something you was gonna bring out? Oh, nothing. You had something you want to say, Wes?
Drink.
But let him say it. You said you had a question?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, no sweat, no sweat. Well, look, let's get into this war. There we go. Let's go to Ezekiel 37.
Breaking news this morning. A military official says a U.S. Navy warship sailed near a disputed island in South China Sea. Now, China claims these waters. The U.S. disagrees, and this comes just hours, of course, before President Trump speaks with the leader of Lieutenant Colonel Rick Francona joining us now. He's a CNN military analyst. Colonel Francona, thank you so much. First of all, surely this is going to come up in that conversation that the president's going to have later today, do you think?
Actually, I'm not sure that it will. We conduct these operations all the time. We try to make them change. Anytime there is a claim that we don't recognize, we just send either aircraft or Navy warships into that area. But
the white man said a claim that we don't recognize. Basically, China's claiming a chain islands, and the white man said basically we don't recognize that. We don't recognize that as your claim, like these. So we're gonna send our warships to go to buzz around them and be in those islands. Right before Donald Trump goes to talk with China. What you don't understand about this white man is, and what the Lord is doing. The Lord is the horseman of war. That horseman of war is let loose in this earth, man. And Donald Trump got in the presidency, go on for there. But there's already been a chain of events that's leading to the third world, to the war. The war is going to get here. And it's going to catch so many brothers unaware that they're going to be all in the white man's military, or they might not even know about the war, how it's already starting. And they'll be like, and somebody say, man, you need to join the army. It'll help your life. And you'll get money. And they'll send money to your family. And you'll get an free education. This brother, he's simple not being in these classes. He's going to be like, well, shit, sounds good, man. I ain't doing nothing here. I ain't got nothing going on with my life. I'm going to go ahead and sign up. Next thing you know, he's in the middle of signing up, and the deployment is going on. They ready to ship his ass overseas.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how it's going to happen to many brothers, because they're going to do a heavy push to get brothers to join the military, to join the white man's military. Do not join the white man's military, man. Do not join the white man's military, because it's going to be death. This third war is going to the other two world wars. The other two world wars wasn't like Vietnam War or the Iraqi war. None of these wars going on now. The First World War and the Second World War, the body count was in the millions. The body count, when it was close to 50 million. We talking millions, entire countries killed. We talking bodies piled up to the ceiling.
Right.
They're talking when the Germans was doing it in the Holocaust, the fake Holocaust, the white man's fake Holocaust. It was so many people dying that they was just taking people and putting them in camps, just heating them up in the oven and then burying them all just like that. And people weren't even missing them because the war was going on. That so many people was missing that you can't even like be like, well, where's the Schmidt? They were starting, white Jews. Where's the Schnitzel family? Whole Schnitzel family burnt up. The white men burnt them up. You know what I'm saying? They're not the real Jews. And that was a fake Holocaust. It was no near ours. And that we don't respect their claim to have the Holocaust. Ours was the real, true Holocaust. But that still stands how it happened to them, how just droves of them was killed. What do you think is going to happen to black people in America? And you got these little towns where you got a couple hundred blacks and it's surrounded by whites. You think what you going to do when it's 300 black people missing in Fayetteville, North Carolina, or little town Virginia?
Right.
What the hell are you going to do about it? When the white man, if the white man ain't doing nothing about it, nothing's going to be done.
Right.
If the white man don't go in and try to find where all these missing blacks is going, nobody's going to do it.
Right.
Except if you in this body right here. Except if you in with these soldiers in here, man, because we trained for this. Me and him are both Hebrew Academy graduates. We done graduated through the winter, had our graduation in the snow, did training, did everything we had to do. We are graduates, man. We are trained. You know what I'm saying? We are trained. We know moves that would put anybody out. We go to if we was in UFC, we would be champions in UFC. Just off the corral and the training that we went through. You know what I'm saying? The UFC fighters, their training is nowhere near what we went through. Right. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the martial arts that we learned, the I.S.U.P.K, which is the first martial arts. The martial arts King David and we learned during King David's time. So we're trained to go and find our brothers and do what we got to do. You see what I'm saying? We follow rank and we respect rank, and we have the rules, which is the law, statutes, and commandments of God, so to keep our brotherhood solid. Right. In the laws, you can't sleep with another man's woman.
Right.
What man his woman? If he's sleeping with her.
That's right.
If he's sleeping with her, I don't sleep for her, I don't talk to her. I just say shalom, and that's it. Here's another law: a man can have more than one wife.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's gonna keep our resources high.
Right.
When other brothers, they just, you know, they get beat up because they got one woman. They looked at another woman, they get beat up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Here we got multiple women putting in on what we got to do.
Right.
In order, following the laws of God. In the laws, it say the woman to submit to the man. You get you a woman from this school, they're gonna be submitting to you.
That's right.
You see, it ain't gonna be all peaches and cream. You gotta check her and put her in her place. But for the most part, she gonna be what you need in this warfare type of lifestyle. Which is what's coming to America. You're gonna need this. You're gonna need these rules and laws. The scriptures say, knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Right.
Knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. This knowledge of this Bible, that's the only thing that's going to keep us stable. That's the thing that's going to keep us in rank and order, not offending another brother. And if we do offend a brother, we got the rules and protocol. If brother offends you, washed and be done away with. You see what I'm saying? The rule that's in this school is what set us apart from, you know, the Black Panthers, who don't have no rules or set of laws that they keep. It's going to set us apart from the Christians, who don't have no rules or set of laws that they keep. It's going to set us apart from the Muslims, who don't have no laws that they keep.
Right.
And the laws they do keep, it tell you if they're not a Muslim, you can damn near do whatever to them.
Right.
They're infidel. So you're a black Muslim, he black, but he not a Muslim, you can do whatever to him. You can steal from him, you can shyster him, you can feed him pork, you can sell him drugs because he's an infidel. He's not a Muslim. He's not a believer. So it's how the fuck is we gonna come together off of that?
Right.
That means we Muslims, every black man out here is our prey. Take advantage of. Because they're not Muslims yet. Go ahead.
And also, too, a black Muslim, I mean, you know, the Islam actually has fine lines to it that we don't even know, that we don't even understand. Black Muslims are not looked at as even Muslims to the Arabs. You see what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. A nigga run around with a bow tie on, that has nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying?
Arabs gonna look at you in a bow tie and say, you a firm believer in Allah. Allah Akbar. With he got on the big old, you wearing the damn bow tie. Like he's about to, you know, give you the utmost respect. Like you a great Muslim now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know, they don't respect. And also too, they say if you don't make a homage, you don't pay homage. What is make a
pilgrimage?
Journey?
Pilgrimage, the Hajj.
Right. If you don't do that, you're not a real Muslim. Now, afford to go to Mecca every year. Not that many, you know what I'm saying? And if you can afford it, your job is to fatten and line their pockets because you're going to be over buying shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pay to be a good Muslim among them. You know what I'm saying? It's going to cost you money. You know what I'm saying? You know, you rich, you go over and you buy Persian rugs and you buy, and then they're gonna tax the hell out of you. You're going to have to pay for your Muslim shit.
Right. That's right. Let's get the rest of this story.
We are very scrupulous about maintaining the proper, international protocols. We don't sail into waters that we don't recognize. So we're just telling the world, we're telling the Chinese that we don't recognize your claim waters, and we're going to demonstrate our right to be there. Not only our right, but anybody's right to be there. We try not to make these provocative, but they can be. And at times, it has led to military confrontation.
Well, it's the second time that this has happened since the president took office. And I understand this is a guided missile destroyer based in Japan, and it was trailed by a Chinese warship. Is that common?
Of course, yes. And I say this, we try to make this routine, but, the timing of this cannot be overlooked. We're having this conversation with Chinese right now, Korea, and the president's conversations with the Chinese president. So, one has to think, are we coordinating all this together? Is this one big master plan we're doing? One would hope so.
Right there, he said, are we coordinating this, or is this one big master plan? We would hope so. I'm gonna tell you right now, no matter what the hell the white man says, war is in his heart.
Right.
No matter what the white man says.
Economic growth.
All right. What he says, war is in his heart. We're going to start at verse 1. Go ahead.
And prophecy against him.
The Bible tells us to prophesy against them. Alright, go ahead.
And say, thus saith the Lord God.
This is what the Lord said. Go ahead.
Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Go ahead.
And I will turn thee back.
The Lord said He's going to turn Russia back. Alright. What do you think the Lord is saying He's going to turn Russia back to? Go ahead.
Yeah, we talk about the white man being the devil.
Right.
Everybody in Russia is white. Besides few blacks.
Same Christ.
Same Christ. Is that what you said?
Most High in Christ. Yeah.
Well, Russia is who we're going to go to war with. Who we're going to go to war with is Russia.
The brother saying is right. By us prophesying, oh, you got more?
They'll kill us.
Look, by us prophesying against Russia, this is what the Lord is going to do. We're not going to make it happen. The Lord is what's going to make this happen. The Lord said He's going to turn thee back. This is what it's talking about. There was a time when Russia and America were mortal enemies. They were enemies just during the Cold War and things like that, where Russia and America were straight at odds. Then you had a time where they tried to squash the beef. They was like tear down that wall and Ronald Reagan and Gorbachev and all type of little politics back then. Basically, Russia was turning to try to be at peace with America. So first they was at war, then they would turn to peace. The Bible said the Lord is going to turn thee back. What does that mean? The Lord is going to turn Russia back to war with America. I.S.U.P.K was bringing this prophecy out even in the 1970s, 1980s. We was bringing this prophecy out when Russia was going back to friends with America. And everybody, oh, you crazy. They're not going to turn back. And then you fast forward 20 years to today. Now you see how Russia and America are back at odds.
Right, right.
And this prophecy was there the whole time before it even went down. The Lord said He's going to turn them back. We don't. Because Russia's going to be the major player in this Third World War against America. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Also, even if Russia did want to be friends with America, they couldn't. You know why? Because then that would cause their allies to turn against them, which they're allied with Iran, they're allied with China, they're allied with several other, Middle Eastern powerful countries. Why would they want to break those alliances, right? When they know all of them are dead set against America, So it's really nothing personal for real. It's just straight politics, you know what I'm saying? They siding with who's ever got the strength. And they know that China is just right under Russia when it comes to global power and strength. You know what I'm saying? So they can't, even if they wanted to, even if they wanted peace, they couldn't have it with America. They couldn't. It's impossible. Okay.
It's a heavy point you brought out.
Verse 4.
Yep, I will turn you back
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth.
The Lord said He's going to put hooks in their jaws and bring them forth. Bring them up to the forefront. Go ahead.
And all thine army.
And what?
All thine army.
All of Russia's what?
Army.
All of Russia's what?
Army.
All the army of Russia. Go ahead.
Horses.
Horses.
And horsemen.
Horse and horseman today will be the tank and buggy. You see what I'm saying? The Humvee, the Jeep. You know what I'm saying? With the tank. That's the horse and the horseman. Go ahead.
All of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
All of them what?
Clothed with all sorts of armor.
I'll make sure we check, pat that brother down.
I have a new brother.
No sweat. We're going to give him a search real quick.
Yeah, you do.
Tell him to come in. You come in.
Come on in, Bobby. What type of thing anyway?
About to pat you down.
Just ask him if he got any weapons or knives, explosive devices on him, so he can.
Maybe a crowbar, hammers, cutters, a couple of screws.
Well, he got to tell it. Let him tell it.
He goes scrap it.
No sweat. There's no problem.
So you got,
what did you say you got on you?
two.
What'd you say you got on you? You got any knives, weapons, explosive devices?
No, just pipes, scrap metal pipes.
No sweat. All right, go ahead, close the door. Lock it.
Come on, so, get the brother,
Yeah, that's fine. And what I'm looking for when we do a pat them down, we looking for weapons that are greater than the weapons we have in here. We have guns in here. We have knives and hammers and saws in here. Now, if he come in here with an AK, that's greater than what we got in here. So you're going to have to leave that outside or, put that in your car. But if he come in here with a little pocket knife or a hammer, crowbar, we can take that down. We're not going to be worried about that. You see what I'm saying? So brother can bring those weapons in. He might need them. He's by the door. You see what I'm saying? He might need that crowbar weapon if a white man run up in here and try to kill us all. You see what I'm saying? Some white skinhead or something. And we in our rightful law. This is our building, our nonprofit organization. If he came in here and attacked us, we are clear by law to defend ourselves and take him down. Use deadly force if necessary because it's our property, it's our school building, it's our gathering and meeting, and he's not allowed.
Right.
So that'll be lawful. If a white man came in here and said, fuck all you niggas and start trying to stab a young man right there, it'd be lawful for you to turn around and take his knife and cut his throat.
Right.
Because that's lawful. And then I.S.U.P.K will get our lawyers, and then you'll be safe. You might spend overnight in jail. You might not even spend overnight because we're gonna have our lawyers over here ASAP. The school's lawyers. Right. We rich in the school because we got brothers. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's an out of class question. Are you spending the night with me tonight?
Are you gonna have to just handle that later? Just we could have went over and talked to him in his ear or something. Do it like that.
I just want to make sure.
All right, no sweat.
I got you, bro.
So it's lawful. So don't ever feel you come in here like you are a victim or if somebody can come in here and attack you because of what we teaching in here. No, you have all the right to defend yourself in here from any attack from anybody.
Right.
That's from God. You see what I'm saying? That's from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Even if a cop come in here and start beating on somebody, beating on my wife, guess what? We're going to stop the cop.
Right.
We're going to stop him. We'll cover you and we'll get beat instead of you getting beaten. We're going to stop the cop. You see what I'm saying? Because that's rightful by God and that's honorable.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You cannot let the white man take over and beat you. Even God said you can defend yourself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's a right point. All right. And if you ain't ready, if you don't want to do that and defend and fight for your life to stay alive, then don't come in here, man. Just stay out there on the outskirts and see how your coach helps you.
The white man, they don't tell us a damn thing. We gotta obey their laws and their win, no doubt. They govern nothing here. It's governed by black man. It's on. The white man ain't allowed in this. He can't walk